Excellent afternoon. We are all welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Welcome. How is our week going? I hope we're having a wonderful time. Welcome. Today we're going to be looking at 7 reasons why you are not making money. 7 reasons why you are not making money. 7 reasons you're not making money. 7 reasons apparently maybe that's one of the reasons you're not making money. So that's what we're looking at today. Excellent afternoon. We are all welcome. So today we are going to be looking at why we are not making money. So if you have any comment you can make, and then you can greet, so I'll be able to welcome you this morning to this morning's broadcast as I share on my pages and as I share this in my group. Well, it's a discussion time, like I always say, so we all talk to ourselves. We're talking to ourselves. Why are you not making money? Hey, even me, I'm learning what is happening, and we keep adjusting. We are all learning every day. There is no perfect human being. We all learn one from another. So let's find out why we are not making money, why we need to make, or how we can actually make money. I'm trying to see who is online so I can greet. Hello, Angie, you're welcome. I missed you last Monday. How are you? How is UK? Welcome, Angie. I really missed you. In fact, I was saying I was going to drop a note for you today. I don't know what happened and I skipped it again. I hope it's not too cold. I hope the cold is not too much. Angie, making my way to share this on my page. This laptop can actually be funny sometimes. I'll use it too. Oh, I missed you too, Angie. Thank you. Hello, Adefemi Bolanle. You're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. This afternoon, we are looking at 7 reasons why you are not making money. 7 reasons you're not making money. 7 reasons I'm not making money too, because I'm also included in it. I need to go back and evaluate myself and actually find out why. Because the truth of the matter is that we can actually do better than what we are doing. If you keep evaluating, then you will keep getting better. Oh, okay, Angie, you are on a course. I hope it went very well. Welcome, Pastor Evelyn. Excellent afternoon, Pastor Evelyn. You're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. So today we are looking at 7 reasons you're not making money. Let's find out why are we not making money, and then we actually look into it and make sure we make money. Of course, you know that on Thursdays we deal with our financial health. We talk about it. Like I always tell people, especially this time that I'm talking about depression, it's good for you to speak out. It's good for you to speak out. There's one thing I learned along the years. It's asking questions. Hello, Eten Marian. You're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Thank you for joining us once again. As I was saying, that one thing I always do and I learned through the years is to ask questions. I found out that when you ask questions, it makes life easier for you. It makes things faster for you. You learn from people who had experienced it before. You don't go through the mistakes that those such people have made. That's why asking questions is very, very important. I can remember one time I was traveling and then I didn't have that habit of asking questions. I used to be so timid on my own. I just stayed there. I just keep wondering how to figure out things by myself. So I was traveling. I was in the UK and I was going by train, and I didn't ask. I just sat down there. I was just looking, going from one corner to the other. I was wondering, how did they number the entrance? When you're there, the entrance to your own train, the number, I think they gave me number. I don't remember the number, maybe 7 or something. I looked 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw 6. I did not see 7. I went to the other side. I saw 8, 9, 10. I did not see 7. I was just running up and down the train station like that. I didn't ask anybody. I was just trying to figure out this thing until I now just went to one of the security guards and said, please, where is 7? And he now said, oh, 7 is after 6 behind. Can you imagine? And that was the only rail way that was like that. So if I asked from the, and you know, by the time I even asked it, my train was almost going, so I had to run all the way down from 6 to 7. This is the problem of not asking questions. You ask yourself questions, you seek the answer either through people, or you ask yourself questions and you seek the answer through Google and things like that, that you can lay your hands on. So today we're going to be answering these 7 questions. That's what we're going to be doing today. And thank you for joining me once again. We're going to have a good time this afternoon, and a short good time, not going to take our time. When profits are down, most times business owners tend to dwell on formulating the great big idea, a new marketing strategy and a course, and then some of them will be wondering what are they doing wrong and things like that. There are so many areas that people think and work on when they are evaluating why they are not making money, but there are these areas that many people don't think about, many people don't explore. Even some people who feel and know about it, they avoid it. So we're going to be looking at those 3 areas that people avoid, but they are very, very important in making money. And then we look at 4 other ways, practical ways also, that we can make money. So we're going to be looking at 3 attitudinal ways and then 4 practical ways to the reason to answer the questions why you're not making money. Of course, that survival instincts are threatened, and negative emotions that may have been stored up deep inside us will often surface, and they only aggravate the situation and lessen the ability of one succeeding. So we need to take a look at these areas so that we can exploit them, and then we free ourselves from all those emotional barriers and obstacles that will keep us from making money. When we talk about, why I'm saying this is because, of course, this week we are dealing with our emotions, depression, mood swings, and anxiety, worry. And that's why I'm looking at these 3 very important areas, emotional reasons why we are not making money. So we look at those 3, and then we now treat 4 practical ways. Hello, Grace. Grace, you're welcome. I hope you've received your product. Grace, I hope you've received your product this afternoon. Grace ordered for her product, and paid for yesterday. Of course, we know that our customers week was Saturday to Wednesday. It has just passed. So I want to thank every one of us that bought products, and I also want to thank every one of us that thanked me for the customer appreciation gifts that they got. Some people got fab, some got aloe lips, some got hand sanitizers, those that bought on the day, and then all the other people got the 20% discount for the customer week. So thank you to every one of us. Grace, tell me when you receive your product. So I also thank the dispatch rider. Hello, Angie. Angie, you're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Hello, Deborah. Welcome, Deborah. Welcome, Kemi. We're all welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. This my laptop will actually allow me to see us today. I hope it allows me to see every one of us, to welcome us, because I think someone said I didn't welcome her, and it must have been my laptop that was misbehaving. So Angie is here, Bolanle is here, Pastor Evelyn is here, Marianne is here, and Angie is here. Okay, well, Olajumoke, you're welcome. So we're looking at 7 reasons you're not making money, and we want to look at 3 emotional reasons, 3 reasons that are mental, emotional, and then we look at 4 reasons that are practical things that you need to work on. So the first emotional reasons why you're not making money is forgiveness. Forgiveness. If you're an entrepreneur, you are a business person, then you have most likely suffered, one kind of financial trauma or the other. Trauma in the sense like you must have sold something to someone and the person did not pay you. Or you must have gone to buy some things that you might need and then you lost money. Or maybe you bought some goods that are not sold all through the years. They are still there. So there's one kind of financial trauma that we entrepreneurs pass through. For me, there are people I've sold products to, that are still owing me, and that's why I stopped selling by credit, you know. So all of us, we are all entrepreneurs, and we must have had one kind of, you know, trauma or the other. After all, entrepreneurs are risk takers. We are all risk takers, and money is one of the first things we put at risk when we have an idea or something we believe we want to do. Some of us, we must have done some kind of production or some businesses that failed, you know. So money loss is a trauma, you know, and we tend to minimize this because it's just money. We don't look at it, you don't take it as something very serious. But financial security is an important value to nearly everyone, because it dictates our ability to survive in the world. So we need financial security, especially for men who are the main providers. Financial security is often a very important core value for men. So losing money can affect us. Losing money can affect men, it can affect women to the core, and the guilt, the shame, the worry may remain embedded within us for a long time. I can remember there's someone who was very, very desperate. She needed my products. She kept begging me. She kept calling me. She kept, you know, telling me so many situations why she needs them and the rest. And I finally packaged this product, paid for way bill, packaged it to her. She kept telling me, she did one job, she's going to pay me, that in fact it's a government job. She called the amount of money. This thing happened like 3-4 years ago. My sisters, up to today, this woman has not paid me 1 naira. 1 naira out of that. Each time I call her, it's one story or the other. So, you know, at a time, I was tied to that. It was a traumatic time. I was tied to, it wasn't just the amount of money, but the fact that that kind of person I placed in a high value lied to me. That kind of person I placed in a high value took so much products from me when my business was very young. This was like 4 years ago, you know. She took so much products from me. In fact, I even borrowed half of the products from people because of the way she talked. So my mind was just there. I was more or less tied to it. I was more or less always thinking about it and things like that. I didn't really, you know, feel good about it. So what am I saying? When you allow yourself to be tied to such things, you know, being an entrepreneur isn't a choice, it's whom you are. And we need to take some of these risks as an entrepreneur. So taking risk is a part of our learning process. It's a part of the experiences we need to get. It's a part of, I call it school fees. You know, I had to come to tell myself that money I lost without my sister. It's a lovely sister. Up to today, story upon story. I keep telling myself it's my school fees. Hello, Stella, you're welcome. Welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. So I keep telling myself it's my school fees. Now, it's the school fees I paid to learn never to sell on credit. So that was how I freed myself from that hold of unforgiveness, from that hold. It wasn't even just forgiving her, it was even forgiving myself, because I kept wondering, I said, why did I do this kind of thing? Why did I even go to borrow from people? Why didn't I just tell her I didn't have? Why didn't I even take 1 naira from her? Why didn't I even, you know, I kept regretting, I kept thinking about it. Why would I even go to this length? What was even wrong? I kept asking myself, what was even wrong with you and things like that? You know, it took me like a long time to actually come to the position of knowing that, whoa, that money has gone. I kept praying. Anytime I would pray, God, it was big amount of money, really, you know. I keep praying. I say, God, she will pay me this one, that one. 4 years, my money I have not seen, more than 4 years. So, you know, guilt and shame creates a heavy burden. You need to let go. I had to let go. If it means that you fail from time to time, so be it. Realizing this emotion and pain is critical for your future success. You need to take risk, and you need to fail, and you need to rise again. You know, so that was the biggest one for me. I had some little pockets here and there, but you know, now if I look back 1 year, I don't think I have anybody owing me. Do you understand? And why? Because I've paid the school fees, and so I know what to do. I know how to play my game so that I will not have to lose that kind of money again. So you need to come out of that guilt. I don't know what is holding you. Maybe it is unforgiveness. If you have one kind of unforgiveness for someone, or even for forgiving yourself, it will not let you be able to take more risks. It will not let you be able to, try out some of the other ventures that you need to do. So you need to forgive yourself. And then again, you might need to consider some less conventional techniques, like, emotional freedom techniques, something like talking about it, talk to somebody about it, rationalizing about it, talking to somebody about it, trying to talk to yourself about it, and finding a solution for it. Like me, my solution, you remember what my solution is? School fees. There was a time I lost big money in business. It's the biggest money I've ever lost. If I call the money, all of you will shout. The first time I realized that money was gone, I laughed. My husband was like, you're laughing? How can you be laughing? I said, I laughed, and I laughed at myself. What put me into this kind of risk? What put me into, why did I aim so high? And it just drops, So you need to find a technique. I had to find a technique to forgive myself, to forgive the people, and then to get going and move on. If I look at that amount of money 4 years ago, it was big for me for my forever living business. But today, to the glory of God, it's something I can look away from. It's something, imagine if I allowed it to pull me down, because it could have actually pulled me down. But I didn't allow it to pull me down. So you need to take another risk. That's another way to come out of such guilt. Find a new way to let go, so that you can let success into your life. Let go of that business that failed. Forgive yourself concerning that business that failed. Forgive all the people who made it fail. Forgive, and then move on. Take another risk. Learn the lessons and apply the lessons you have learned. Wow. If there's anyone among us here who has passed through such a thing, there is a kind of business you've done, and you're having this kind of guilt, forgiving yourself, I'd like you to drop it, and I'll still share it with us, because like I told us, it's an interactive session. And then I also want to ask, for those of you who have not heard, what do you advise I do to such a person? Someone asked me for products. She's a dear sister. She's a child of God. She's someone I've known. Where I won't say we're very close, but she's someone that I felt was telling me the truth. And I packed products. Maybe by now, those products, let me give us an idea of the figure. Those products I gave her now should be about 250,000 naira. I packed those products of about 250. At least most of us here, my product. I packed products of about 250,000, and I cargoed it to her in the state where she was, and she used it. She gave me testimonies. So hey, in fact, it's just that I lost my phone. I screenshot her testimonies and I kept, because I wanted to also use it. And up till today, she has not given me 1 naira. If you're the one, what will you do? Advise me. I want us to advise me on the comment section. Advise me. All right. So the second emotional reason why we are not making money is if you can't feel wealth, you won't attract wealth. If you can't feel wealthy, you can't be wealthy. How much do you believe that you were born to achieve success? How much do you believe? Can you close your eyes and feel and smell and truly experience wealth? Close your eyes. Can you feel it? Can you feel that you're going to be wealthy someday, that you're on the route of being wealthy? Can you smell wealth coming to you? Because if you can't feel wealth, you can't attract wealth. This is something to practice on a daily basis. You need to feel wealth. You need to smell wealth. You need to picture wealth. The more you believe that you will be wealthy, The more you confess that you will be wealthy, the more you will experience wealth. You know, the more you behave and you think, you know, in a way that, you know, wealth will come to you and wealth will be attracted to you. Hello, Bosse, you're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Hello, Esther Samuel, you're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Nkem Chiso, you're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Bosse, you're welcome. There is another message going on under where? Okay, Pastor says that I should hand her over to God because he can handle such people. Pastor, I should hand her over to God. God can handle such people. But Pastor, she's a dear sister now. She's a dear sister. Oh, I should hand her over to God. I kept praying. I can boss. Where is the message going on? I have only one message here. Help me check. Which message is going on? Anyway, so I don't know. I've prayed. I've actually prayed about it. I've actually prayed so many times. I kept praying. In fact, Pastor, you know what I was even praying for? I was praying that God will provide for her. Because she told me she had a contract she did. I kept praying that the money should be paid. Do you know she actually told me the money was paid? But do you know the excuse she gave me that she didn't pay my money? She said, hey, they paid the money in bits. They did not pay it in bulk, so I could not bring out the money. I beat my hand like this. I said, can you imagine? So I'm your last resort. I now started begging her, okay, since they were paying you and paying you small, just start giving me small. Like I started begging her, be giving me, even if it's 2,000. I'm telling you that even if you give me 2,000 and give me 24,000 in one year, then maybe by 10 years you will finish paying me this money. You know, it was so painful like that. Angie said, yes, it's painful, but like you said, you will forgive, but it's really not easy. Yes, it's really not easy. Hello, Joy. Joy, you're welcome. Welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. So I'm saying that the second thing is feeling. You need to feel wealthy. You need to feel wealth coming to you. You know, picture your successful future and practice stepping into the feeling of it. Picture it. Think about it. You know, there's something about these things. It will sound funny. Sometimes when we go for the church service, they will tell you, match on your enemies. Match. And some people will be saying, hey, it's my enemy under the floor of the church. Some people will be saying, when they tell you box your enemy, some people will just remain there. They will be saying, which enemy? You know, these things are faith. There are things that stir up your faith. When you match your enemy, anytime an enemy is coming, you really visualize that you're matching that enemy, and that enemy will not come to you. You know, so that's the same way you should picture, imagine you being successful. Practice stepping into your success. I can remember in those days, one preacher came to us, and as he was preaching, he said that we should buy a key holder. That when we buy key holder, we should come to church with that key holder. And when we came to church with the key holder, he told us to imagine opening the door of our car with the key holder. I do know that season a lot of our church members bought cars. Because what did he do? He made us see the invisible. Remember one statement. There's a statement my husband always makes. And that statement is that every situation can be influenced by spiritual force. Every situation can be influenced by spiritual force. Every situation you have on earth can be influenced by spiritual force. So everything you're doing, there is a spiritual force. If you can determine what happens tomorrow spiritually on your knees when you pray the day before. So when you imagine those things, you're by faith drawing those things. Remember that all these blessings are with God. So you might not, notice a swelling of the heart, but the sensation of excitement and expectation or a sense of overall peace will help you to drag those things. Yes, if he said faith and you believe, yes, faith and you believe. You need to have faith and then one believes it. Hello, Abimbola, you're welcome, Modupe. Welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. So we're looking at the reason why we are not making money, and we're looking at the emotional reasons first. The first one is forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for any business failure you've had, and forgiving people who have also cause that business failure. That can help. And then the second one we're looking at is feeling. We are saying you need to feel wealthy, you need to confess wealth, you need to picture wealth. You know, hold this positive feeling in place and get used to it. Hold it and get used to it. Then increase the time of your visualization and become more adapted to it. You know, before long, you will just begin to notice opportunities coming into your life, and things that will help you to get that money will start coming into your life. It's a simple attitude adjustment that will make a big difference for you. You know, when they will tell us in our company, they will tell us, make your vision board. You know, you will put things on those your vision board that you will see every day. I make my vision board. Before I would say it's in my heart, but now I make it. I put it on my table. I have one on my laptop that I'm using to talk with us. You know, I put them on my table. They are my vision board, and I keep talking about them. I visualize them. I can remember the first time I flew when they brought out an incentive in our company. They said boat cruise. Hey, that one is the highest trip, you know, ever. People were like, we will make it. I just visualized and I made myself traveling, entering boats, because I had wanted to do boat cruise and I saved money. My money was not enough. For one person that time was like $6,000, you know, for the cruise. You are not talking about your flight ticket to and fro from and other things. So for my husband and myself, it was coming to maybe nearly like $20,000 there. So when they now brought out that incentive in my Forever Living company, that they are going to take you and your partner or you and your husband on a free, all expense paid trip to 3 nations on boat cruise. Hey, I put it down. I said, this one I do on I will go on this trip. You know, I visualized it. Each time when I wake up, I visualize, I confess it that I'm going on this trip. My husband, I will just visualize both of us in that boat, you know. And this thing finally happened. So you need to feel wealth. You need to feel it. You need to confess it. You need to faith it. It works like that. Yes, if you say faith and believe. Yes, Pastor said, because God will touch her and she will pay it. God will keep troubling her. In fact, Pastor, please pray for me. If that money comes in today, it's still big money for me. Let God trouble her. I prayed all those prayers, oh Pastor. One time I was praying, she will not have peace. She will not have peace. She will not have peace until she pays me. You know, hey, yeah, Grace say her network is bad. I pray that your network become better. So that's number 2. Number 2 is feeling it, feeling wealthy. Number 3 is fearlessness. Fear has a paralyzing effect on our creativity and our ability to act. We need to know that. If you are living in fear, you are less likely to have a clear picture of your next action, of your next step that you're supposed to take. You may find that procrastinating and overwhelming thoughts are your daily companion, and at the end of the day, it seems nothing notable has been achieved because of fear. If you have fear, you know, if you are always have fear, if this is you, then it's time for you to let go of fear and step into your fearlessness state. You need to step into your fearlessness state. You know, I'm not suggesting that you become reckless. No, that's not what I'm suggesting. But I'm saying that you have, you know, you step into a creative way to rectify your situation and act from a collected and a rational and confident, you know, you being yourself. So if money is an issue, you've probably run circles in your mind trying to find a solution, but you haven't acted on any one of them. So it's now time for you to act. It's time for you to act. For a number of us that need money, we would have thought of this, I will do this, I will do that, I can try this, I can try this one. You will just stay there and be thinking, okay, maybe I should do this one, maybe I should call this person, maybe I should. You're just trying and, you know, thinking and thinking and thinking, but you have not done any. It is time for you to do something. And I'm telling you, it's time for you to do your part-time job. You need a part-time job. You actually need another thing to do. Ask yourself these questions. Some of the questions you should ask yourself are, do you have another skill that you can put to work while you build that business that you're doing, if you're a business person? Or do you have another skill that you need to work on while you're doing that job that you're doing now? You need to ask yourself that question and write down the answer, please. Is there a skill that you have? Is there a skill that you have? Then another question you need to ask yourself is, can you market this skill to your customers to create a boost of sale, or even in your present business? Think about all your old customers. You know, usually they say have a customer relationship. You must have a notebook for your customers. So go back to the people who have not bought things from you and look at them again. You need to think outside the box and also act on your solution. You know, a number of us, we think, write down, but we don't put them to action. As long as you don't put anything to action, you will not achieve, you will not be successful. So do you have a fear of success or failure? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the heart. Do you have a fear of success or failure? Watch it. Remember that we are talking about fearlessness. If there is anywhere in your heart you're having a fear, a kind of feeling of fear that you will fail, then you need to handle that fear. You need to use faith to overcome that fear. There's no day, there's no entrepreneur, there's no big business person that is not having a kind of fear. That's what you should know. But we all overcome that spirit of fear. We all overcome that feeling of fear. You need to overcome it. Because if you perceive that there are any negative consequences to your success, then it's time for you to exploit and defeat that limiting belief. It's a limiting belief that will make you feel that way. Again, try something that may be considered unconventional to exploit if these fears exist, so that you can let them go. Ask someone who is successful what they have done to combat the spirit of fear. Believe me, they've had them. Like I was telling us, every entrepreneur has one kind of fear of taking a risk, or one kind of fear of not making it, coming in one time or the other to that person. So you need to ask people who have succeeded. And for me, like I told you, one thing that has helped me is telling myself that is my school fees. It is my school fees. And so I just come out of it. Then you can also try stepping out of your box, your comfort zone box, what you normally do, to experience a different type of risk, to reignite your energy. You can just look for a kind of risk that is not very, very, high risk thing, and do it so that you can succeed. Because when you succeed in something, it will give you one positive energy for you to go on to try other things you can do. So is there something adventurous that you have always wanted to try before, but you have never done it? Try it just to pull yourself back into that fearlessness. Then what will shake you up a bit is also a courage and a commitment to move forward. So you how can you break the pattern and step into a fearless state? You need to come out again. That's what I'm saying. You need to come out again and have that fearless state. So these are some of the examples and some of the steps that you can take to change things. First of all, what is your hobby? What is your talent? What again can you do that does not have so high risk, but you know that you can do it? Step out and take that action and you succeed. You need to start it off. That will help you. That will actually help you. So those are the 3 emotional steps. We'll briefly run through the other 4 physical ones that we need to. Then number 4 is you need to be a specialist. We are looking at the 7 reasons why you are not making money. And we said the first 3 reasons are emotional. Number 1 is that unforgiveness is dealing with you. Number 2 is that you're not feeling wealthy, you're not feeling rich. Then number 3 is that fear is disturbing you. And then number 4, you're not a specialist. You're a mass generalist, not an expert specialist. You try to be all things to all people. No, that cannot work. There's no man that is jack of all trade. If you're jack of all trade, you're going to be master of nothing. So you need to find one thing and do it very well. You need to find one thing and do it very well. I'm wondering why I'm not seeing our comments again. Please let's comment so that I'll know where I'm still online with us. You know, so you need to find a hobby, find a talent, then learn more about it, master it, and become a specialist in doing it. Even if, like now, let's take for example, some people will open a hairdressing salon and they will be doing braid, washing, setting, they will be doing everything, and they are not mastering any. There's nothing somebody will come and say, go to that number 6A hairdresser woman, this is what she knows how to do very well. No. Find one area in hairdressing, master it very well. And remember what I told us, add value, add more value concerning it, you know, concerning that area, because that's the next thing we are going to look at. You add more value for people. So master it. If it's braiding, master braiding. If it's Ghana weaving, master it in a way that all the people around your area, they will say, hey, that woman, if she does Ghana braids for you, is like nobody's own. So you need to master something in that area of your business. Then number 5, know your ideal client. You need to know whom your customer is. Some of us don't really know our customers, and if you don't know your customer, you will not be able to appeal to your customer. You need to appeal to your customer. Now let me give us what I'm saying. Some people open a salon. We are using salon as our example today, and they don't have an ideal customer in that salon. They are braiding for babies, for children, for women, for men, for elderly people. So they are just scattered. But if you choose one area, let me tell you, there's one salon we used to have, one hairdresser we used to have when we were in Kwara State. The woman was expert in braiding children's hair. She just concentrated on children. And come and see, we will be booking her, because her hand is so soft on the children. When she braids your child's hair, you will not hear the child screaming, you know. She concentrated on braiding children's hair. She mastered it and became a specialist in it. She started doing things to attract children to herself. When you come to her shop, she had sweets that she will give the children. You cannot have an adult and give sweet to an adult, but she knows she mastered children. She will keep sweet, she will keep some water, and she has a talk shop that we will be buying things for our children when we come. So you won't need to go far. So she mastered braiding of children hair. That's what I'm saying. You cannot have a salon, you're braiding for everybody. There is nobody you're really particular about. There's nobody you're concentrating on. You're not expanding, you're not improving, you're not becoming skilled concerning that area. So you need to know your ideal clients, you know, because you cannot connect with everybody on their most relevant and urgent issues and things that they are pain points if you don't specialize, if you don't know your ideal client. So you, first of all, you need to know whom your customers are, you need to know what their greatest needs are, and you need to supply that need, like I've done and told us concerning the lady that used to braid children hair. Hello, Bola Ajao, you're welcome. Welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. We are looking at 7 reasons you're not making money. And I'm sure we are picking 1 or 2 things from it. I hope we are getting value for today's, broadcast. Then number 6, be in front of your customers often. You need to, you're forgetting one thing, that we live in an attention economy. We are living in an attention economy. First, you must earn your customers' attention. You must earn your prospects' attention. And only then will you have a chance to earn their money. Abi, that's the truth. If you don't get my attention, you can't get my money. I bought some footwears from somebody. Why? Because that person was in front of my sister. She presented her goods in front of my sister. She's a banker. My sister is a banker. And because I had asked my sister, I'm looking for this kind of footwear, where to buy. So immediately the person presented it in front of my sister online. No. She said, hey, she's my junior sister. And my big sister has been looking for this thing. So she immediately picked those things and snapped and sent to me and said, sister, is this not what you're looking for? So you need to be in front of your customers. You need to be in front of your prospects. You know, it is only when you are in front of them and you catch their attention that you can get their money. So you're relying too much on, you know, one marketing channel. For some of us will just sit down on our shop, in our shop there. Hello, Ruth. Ruth, you're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. Hello, Deborah Afolabi. You're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. We're looking at 7 reasons you're not making money. So we've looked at numbers 1 to 5. We are on number 6, which means that you need to be in front of your customers often, if possible every day. You need to be in front of your customers every day. Remembering that now is the world is an attention economy period. So you use every channel possible. Email, social media, direct mail, network marketing, being in their front, whatever, to make sure that your prospects are seeing you, and they are not just seeing you as being annoying, but they are seeing you as a welcome thing that you know you're giving them. So you are not also adding enough tangible sources of excellence to your marketing mix. In other words, you're failing to create marketing materials that are, you know, too good to throw away. You need to create market materials that are too good to throw away. Now, for example, I have this aloe vera flask. You know, this aloe vera flask was given to me. It's an incentive I won in Nigeria, you know, when they were doing one thing or the other. So each time I'm drinking with it, what will I remember? I will remember my aloe vera. Sometimes I put my aloe vera inside, sometimes it's water, most times it's water I put inside. So you need to create and do something that will be in front of your customers that are tangible. And that's how do you do that? These are some of the things that we're going to be looking at later, you know, but just note it that you need to do that. Adding enough tangible resources, you know, for excellence. Then you underestimate the amount of time and or money that it will take you to grow your business successfully. Many of us underestimate the time we need. Remember, not all things are going to work out the first time or even the 10th time. So plan to, you know, experiment, test thousands of small adjustments that you need to make. You keep trying and trying and trying and trying. A lot of people, when they try something 1, 2, 3, they will just drop it and they will go away. Consistency is the key. Persistence is the key. You need to be consistent in placing yourself in front of your customers, in front of your prospects. It's very, very important that you do that. Then number 7, which is the last reason why you're not making money, is you don't have a defined sales process. You don't have a defined sales process. What is your sales process for whichever goods that you have? And this brings me to the, you know, stage to tell us one of the reasons I told us why you're not making money, you know, is because you're not a specialist, and then you're not in front of your ideal client. And then I talked about fearlessness, and I said you need to try something else. And then I talked about you trying out your hobby, a second stream of income. And remember, I'm here for you to help you get that second stream of income. My Forever Business is a wonderful business you can have as a second stream of income, as something you can do, something you love doing. Yes, I know what will be going on in a number of us mind. You say, no, I don't like talking to people. You don't need to talk to people that way, in quotes. You don't need to chase people. You don't need to spam people's mails. You don't need to beg people. These are some of the things that we teach you to do. Instead, if you do the right thing, people will be begging you. People will be the one chasing you. People will be the one asking you for your products. And if you want to know how to do that, just DM me or chat me on my number 0703 515 1642, you know, 2 +234 703 515 1642. That's my number. If you're interested in having a second stream of income that can give you money at the comfort of your home, doing something you will love, there is something for everyone in my business. Because first of all, we find out whom you are. What do you like? What do you love? What is your hobby? And we find out your way of life. And then we teach you in this your way of life. We now show you what you can do so that you can make more money. Remember, money is very, very important. It's very, very important, and you need it. You need money. Good afternoon, Ruth. You're welcome. Ruganko, you're welcome to this afternoon's broadcast. So you need to have a system that works. And I have a system that works. And that's that system I'm offering to you today. I will teach you social media marketing. I will teach you how you can be in front of your customers every day through social media. I will teach you how you can add value to your prospects every day through social media. And then I'm going to teach you attraction marketing. I will teach you how you can attract people, how you can get people who are looking for products, who are looking for your products, who are looking for your services to come to you. And then after I have taught you how you can attract those people to come to you, and they will be the one chasing you, they will be the one begging you, they will be the one following you, I will now teach you automation. How you can now put social media and attraction marketing in an automated way, an automated system and process that can keep the cycle going, and then you will make money and become rich. That is it. 7 reasons why you're not making money, and I've offered you a solution that I can help you and make sure you make money by using my system and my process, which has been tested and has been tried, and it is working. So thank you for joining me today as we looked at the 7 reasons you're not making money. And if you have any question, you can drop your questions so I can go through your questions and then I can answer your question. You know, we looked at why profit is important, why money is important, and we looked at the 3 emotional, mental ways that is disturbing us from having money. We said it's unforgiveness, 1, and we said number 2 is you're not feeling money, you're not feeling wealthy, and we said 3 is fearlessness, you're not being fearful, you're too afraid of risk. And then we now went to the 4th one, which is being a specialist, and then the 5th one, knowing your ideal clients and what their pain points are, what their needs are, and then number 6, being in front of your customer every time, and number 7, having a process that works. These are the things we looked at today. Thank you for joining me. I don't think I have any question I need to answer today. Sorry, Grace, your network is bad. Thank you all for those who advised me concerning the person who is owing me. Thank God I have passed that stage. And if she pays, I will thank God and thank her. If she doesn't pay, I have moved on. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate, and I love you all for always joining me. You're my sisters, you're my friends. This is our world that we have found. And I know I call you when I need you. Call me when you need me. Love you. Bye.